Welcome to Precious Blood Renewal Center as we continue our exploration of the prayer of silence. Today, we'll focus on our stillness as a way to recenter ourselves when we become attached to a distraction while engaged in the prayer of silence. But let's talk first for a moment about contemplative prayer in general. Often people have the impression that we sit in silence so that we'll hear the voice of God with the ear of our heart during the time of prayer. In the wisdom of the 16th century mystic, John of the Cross, silence is God's first language. Thomas Keating, a Cistercian monk, elaborated on this point. He asserts, everything else is a poor translation. In order to understand this language, we must learn to be silent and to rest in God. In the prayer of silence, we still our souls and share in the divine silence. It is a wordless prayer where we rest in God's loving embrace in silence and stillness. I have found that availing myself to this practice daily fertilizes the soil of my heart, making it a fertile ground to hear the voice of God at other times of the day. Routinely savoring the stillness and silence bears this fruit. Today, we'll focus on our stillness as a way to recenter ourselves when distractions occur. I do this by briefly shifting my focus to my torso, which is motionless. We will rest in silence for 3 minutes. Begin by briefly focusing on the stillness of your torso as a statement of your intent to commune with God. Briefly return to this focus when you become attached to a thought. Let us begin. Once again, I recommend that you journal about your experience today. We're exploring different methods to recenter ourselves. Journaling will help you discover the method or methods that you prefer. I don't use the same method each time. It's important, though, that at the beginning of the prayer, to choose the method that you will use to refocus so that in the midst of the prayer, mentally weighing the methods won't be a distraction. Lent is fast approaching. On Thursday mornings in Lent, we'll explore the new book, On Retreat with Henry Nouwen, Engaging Life's Big Questions. When I first became serious about my spiritual life, the writings of Henry Nouwen served as a springboard into a spiritual depth I did not know was possible. So I'm excited to share Nouwen's wisdom with you. Consider joining us. Details are below. I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, may God bless your journey.
Stay with me, remain here with me, watch and pray.